technique in solving quadratic equations is the quadratic formula. A couple things to make note of. Equations need to be in standard form, so everything on one side. I gave you the quadratic formula there. The A, B, and C are all coming from the standard form. So let's jump into examples. I gave you this first one that can factor, just to give us nice answers to start out. So I have 2x squared minus 5x plus 3 equals 0. If you want, pull out your information. A equals 2, B equals -5, C equals 3. Plug everything in as you see it. The formula reads -b, so the opposite of b equals 5 plus or minus b squared. -5 squared always is positive, never is going to be negative. So it's 25 minus 4 times 2 times 3 all over 2 times a, which is 2. I highly suggest plugging everything in and then kind of cutting some steps as you need. So this one, I have 5 plus or minus. You deal with the 4ac portion, treat that as a negative. So it'd be 25 minus 24 that comes out to be all over. I'm going to go ahead and do this now. It's 2 times 2 is 4. 25 minus 24 is just 1. Showing all my steps here, square root of 1 ends up being just 1. So here's where I'm at. I have no radicals left over, so that means I have a little extra work to do. I have 5 plus 1 over 4, which is 6 over 4, which is 3/2. There's one solution. Then my second solution, just do the opposite. I have 5 minus 1 over 4, which is 4 over 4, which my other solution is x equals 1. There are my two solutions. Moving on, different types of answers, same process though. Everything on one side to start us out. So we got to move those two parts over. Equals 0. If you need to pull out your information, do so. Plug it in. Opposite of b is -6 plus or minus. B squared is 36 minus 4 times 4 times 1. I'm still plugging in that 1 for the c, just because I like to show things plugged in. So it's 2 times a, which is 2 times 4. This is where you start cutting out some steps if you can. -6 plus or minus square root of 36. We end up getting minus 16 there. All over 8 now. 36 minus 16 is 20. Now we have to simplify fractions and radicals as always. So let's check out what we have. Square root of 20 is square root of 4 times square root of 5. We got -6 plus or minus 2 radical 5 all over 8. Now, your focus is on what's outside of the radical. So these three terms, -6, 2, and 8 can all be reduced by 2. So you reduce them all by 2, we get -3 plus or minus 1 if you want to write it. I'm just going to write square root of 5 there, all over 4. That would be your simplified solution. Next, just more examples, more focused on what the end results are going to look like. Subtract 2x, add 15, subtract 2x, add 15. Right side's gone. We get x squared minus 6x plus 12. We look at our a, b, and c. A is just 1, b is -6, c is 12. Plug it in. X equals 6 plus or minus -6 squared is 36 minus 4. I'm still plugging in the 1. Times c is 12. All over 2 times 1. Now I'll just put 2. Underneath the radical, we have 6 plus or minus square root of 36 minus 48. All over 2 still. Continue on. 36 minus 48 is negative 12. Complex numbers are coming into play. All over 2. This radical breaks into negative 4 and 3. There's 6 plus or minus. This becomes 2i radical 3 all over 2. We look at the numbers that are outside of the radical again. They can all be reduced by 2. So we get 3 plus or minus I radical 3 all over 1. I'm not going to put that. There's your solution. That's what we have there.